That's right, we're talking science, 7:15. Thanks for starting your morning with us. We have Rebecca and Rachel from Let's Talk Science joining us with a couple of experiments, gearing up for a big event happening Friday night, which is family friendly, and we can totally get into the science and Halloween spirit.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
so first of all, let's start with this one because Jeremy's going to make bleeding paper.
Yeah,
Yes,
apparently.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, but first we're going to make a lava lamp.
Yeah, so what we've got here is basically just some oil and water with food coloring in the bottle. And as you can see, they're not mixing. This is because the water is more dense than the oil. So now what we need is the bubbles for the lava lamp, right?
Yes.
So what I'm going to get you to do is take some broken up Alka-Seltzer tablets and just drop it in the top.
Is it going to blow up?
Nothing too large.
Okay, all of it?
Yeah,
how
you can
much?
start putting a couple in.
Okay.
But as you can see, there are some bubbles that are starting to form.
Wow.
And as they're going up,
Easy.
they should start taking some of the food coloring up with them.
So this looks cool, but what's actually happening in here?
So what we've got is the Alka-Seltzer. That's something you take when you have an upset stomach, right?
Yes.
You drop a couple tablets in a glass, it fizzes up. Those bubbles are what's coming up right now. And as you can see, it's catching some of the food coloring as it goes up. And as the gas reaches the top, it's released, and the food coloring just comes back down to the bottom.
How cool is
And there
that?
we have our
How
very
long
own.
will this go for?
Until the Alka-Seltzers run out of bubbles.
There you go. Scratch buying a lava lamp off your Christmas list.
Oh, and wouldn't
Just make one.
And if you're one of those people setting up like the spooky house kind of thing, that'd be like perfect for a mad scientist lab. That'd be fantastic.
Wow.
Okay,
Awesome.
let's get to bleeding paper because I've never seen this one. So what are we doing with bleeding paper?
Okay, well what we've got here is ground turmeric dyed paper. Turmeric, aside from being a really delicious spice in Indian cooking,
Sure.
is also a natural pH indicator. So it tells you whether something is an acid or a base.
Okay.
So we've got here our glass cleaner, which is which has ammonia in it, which
Okay.
is a base.
Okay, so ammonia is a base, and this is going to tell me if this is acidic or not. Acidic or a
Exactly.
base.
This is going to
Can you
tell
spray
me
my
what
hand?
this is. Ready?
Okay.
Hold it flat. Gotta get your lots on there. And what I need you to do is slap the paper
Okay.
as hard as you can.
No!
There you
do
go.
that?
Lift it up. Oh, you've got a bloody handprint.
That's awesome.
How cool!
So
This
it
is
turns
amazing.
Yeah, it turns bright red in the presence of any base.
Okay, now I know you guys are university students, so science is your thing. You love it, and you make us all feel very inadequate. Let's talk about the event Friday night.
Yes.
What can we experience then?
You can expect a ton of activity stations going throughout the night from 7 till 10 p.m., including pumpkin DNA extractions, making your own slime, sewing microbes, really cool stuff, including these two experiments
At
on
the
a
U of M.
smaller scale at the U of M in the engineering atrium.
Totally free.
Totally free for families, kids, everyone, and there's going to be a special chemistry magic show shown twice throughout the evening.
Can I ask quickly, ladies, we were talking earlier about how great it is to see young ladies interested in science. What got you guys interested in being scientists?
Well, I just love how science is an everyday thing, right? You can find it everywhere, and it's so cool. It's constantly surprising. There's always new things in science.
How about you?
Honestly, when I was going through high school, I just thought biology is so cool. I'm learning about me and how I work, and I want to learn some more.
Cool. I want to do
Good
more
for you
blood
guys.
splatter.
I know, I want one
Absolutely.
too.
Can you? Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So,
And if you also just spray the paper, it sort of looks like a blood splatter itself.
well, I was thinking if you're setting up like a gruesome horror house kind of thing, you could
Yeah.
cover your entire body and
Okay.
just blood splatters everywhere.
You could until the ammonia evaporates and it turns back to yellow.
Does it really?
It sure does.
Quick,
In fact,
easy cleanup, like on CSI.
I sprayed this one earlier to give an example, but it's already turned completely yellow again.
Because the ammonia evap dries out, and there's no longer a base in there, so there's nothing to indicate.
So
Exactly.
what happens
You got
if I
it.
just spray this quickly?
Go for it. Take a look.
That's scary. That's creepy looking.
awesome.
Okay, more Let's Talk Science coming up right after this. Right now we'll check in with Jenna.